Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very fun filled episode of what we call the Empty Slate. I am your host, the great and one and only um, Russell. I don't know why I said it like that, but you all
you
know.
you sure you know who you are?
Yeah, it was like I didn't know who I was for a second. I don't know. Um,
Oh
y'all
boy.
hear the voice. Y'all know who he is. He is draped in rainbows. No, he's
Green and
oh,
gold.
get it out of the way.
Yes, that's right. I am Chris. Welcome to the Empty Slate. You sound very somber, there, pal.
I'm fine.
You
I'm
sure?
fine. Everything's fine. No. So as many of you know, or one of you, whoever the fuck's watching, I don't know. Oh God, I'm a minute in, Russell. Come on.
Come on now.
As many of you know, some of you, however many of you are here where we are in this moment in present time. Sorry, I sounded like Kamala Harris for a minute. We are here in this time of the moment that is our time, that is the moment,
Which is now.
which is now. Um, but Chris is a Packer fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. And they forgot to show up to work on Sunday.
Boy, did they ever.
And
I'm kind of watching it again.
uh, Chris watched the game with me, and I, I'm a terrible fan when it comes to certain things. But one thing that one thing that I said uh, when they got up 14-0 on the Cowboys is I said this game's over. This team doesn't like to play from behind. They they don't play well from behind, and it showed. I really feel like this team was probably I don't know. I'm not going to say underprepared. I'm not going to say overprepared. I'm not going to say anything kind of prepared because to me it came off as they weren't prepared.
No.
There was multiple occasions in this game that have been brought to light by many people that they dropped that they had 6 DBs on the field. Why? You dropped your best pass rusher into coverage in plays.
Yeah. Why?
Needless to say, it was an all around just poop the bed.
I don't
And
think that I don't think that Green Bay necessarily outplayed, although they did outplay the Cowboys. I don't think they're a better team as far
oh,
as
100% they're not a better team. I'm going to go
as
ahead and tell
far
you that.
as talent. It's Matt LaFleur outcoached Mike McCarthy.
I think he was. I think they were out. Yeah. No. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We'll say that. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that.
It was a
I
great
just.
game.
I. Huh.
It was a great game.
It was fun. It became really fun at the end. It was interesting to see what there was a lot of necessarily there were some garbage points. The final score doesn't really do the game justice because really and truly it was a wallop. Um,
What
but
was it? 5 minutes left. It was 48-16.
yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
But it was it is what it is. I mean, the only thing that warmed the cockles of my heart on Monday was watching the Packers. I mean, watching
Eagles.
the Eagles get their head kicked in.
Oh, horribly.
Um, but
That was a horrible game.
there's a part of me that there's a part of me that says was winning the East worth it?
Didn't lose anything in you lost nothing
What do you
in
mean?
winning the East. I mean, they didn't lose anybody. They didn't lose. They gained home field advantage for at least 2 games.
That's all they got. And the only thing that they had to take in that whole situation was that home field advantage that they had been undefeated at home.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
and they've been
that's something to
terrible on
play
the
for.
road. Yeah, but I don't know. Would I have rather played Tampa Bay? Because I think we're better than Tampa Bay and we're better than the Eagles. But
You're
you don't
better
have,
than
I
Green
mean,
Bay.
it's just, I don't, any given Sunday, on
You
what
could say
team
that.
shows
You
up,
could see that.
and
You could say that until playoffs start. Once playoffs starts, you can no longer say, well, any given Sunday, because that's when the best of the best show up prepared to play. And they were not the best of the best, and they did not show up prepared to play.
any given Sunday, they can. I mean, look at the Eagles. Vegas had the Eagles a 3-point favorite. They had the Cowboys a 7-point favorite.
I don't know how they can go in there and say that they're 3 points isn't a lot, but to say that they're a favorite when they dropped 5 of the last 6 coming into that game.
But you're also looking at two better team or a quote unquote on paper better team. On paper, the Eagles were better than the Bucs on paper. 10-6 or 10-7, whatever they were, 11-7, 11-6, whatever they were, and a 9-8 team. On paper, same thing. Same thing with the Cowboys and the Packers. On paper, the Cowboys are a better team. But I mean, I'm not making an excuse for the Eagles just because I don't like the Eagles and I hate the Eagles, but
they pulled a Cowboy.
Did some injuries hurt them? Yes, but yes and no. If you're gonna if injuries hurt anybody in this playoff so far, it's been Miami.
Oh yeah.
I personally think that Chiefs game's a totally different game with I said it when you were here Sunday. That Chiefs game is a totally different game with Bradley Chubb on that field.
Yeah, 100%.
That team could not get to Mahomes, and it showed. And so we're going into the divisional round. It's Niners, Packers, and Lions and Bucks. I think Lions and Bucks should be a really good game. The Lions looked really good against the Rams.
That was a good test.
The Rams looked good. Game. I'm not going to say the Rams looked bad. The Rams looked good too.
Yeah.
But I think it was pretty apparent that the Lions went in there with a purpose.
Absolutely.
And now they're going to get to play the Bucks at home. They don't have to travel. The Bucks have to travel. The last time they played, I think the Detroit beat them. I think it was like 20-6 or something like that. I think I saw that stat. And then your Packers get to go to San Fran.
Yeah.
And then in the AFC, the Chiefs got to go to
Chiefs got to go to Buffalo.
Yeah, Chiefs got to go to Buffalo, and then
Texans go to Baltimore.
Texans are going to Baltimore. Yeah. So your teams that are left, two of them is to be expected in my book. And that's the two teams that were on a bye. I mean, that's the two teams that everybody kind of has an expectation for, and that's the Niners and the Ravens. But it always comes to a point to where it's like rest versus rush, or rest rust versus rest, and we'll see. Sometimes I think people they say that in baseball a lot, and we'll see what happens. But as Brian likes to comment, now you face the 49ers. Chris screwed Chris.
I don't know.
I don't know how Chris screwed Chris, but okay.
Me either. The Packers at 49ers. I honestly don't know what to expect. I don't know. I want to be optimistic, but the 49ers are not the Cowboys at all.
The hell does that mean?
They are going to be prepared. It's a Kyle Shanahan team. It's not a Mike McCarthy team. The 49ers are going to show up. They're going to be prepared, and they can ball out. They can play.
Well, yeah, that's why they're the number one seed in the NFC.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying that the
Packers. I don't think it has anything to do with
they're not
them being prepared. I just think they're a better team.
Well, the Cowboys were the better team too, but they weren't prepared. Kyle Shanahan's going to have this.
No, I think they were prepared. I just think they don't have the mentality. I said this online, and I said this to multiple people. Dak is a good quarterback. Dak is a talented human being. He's a good human being. He's not elite. And he doesn't have the mindset of somebody that can go into big games and win big games. We've seen that. It's been proven. Dak can't win big games.
Right.
That has nothing to do with a team being prepared. That has everything to do with a mindset for a player. Because half of the team can be prepared and half of your team can have a mindset that they want to go in there and win. But if the other half of your team looks like shit and they're not prepared, then what are you going to do?
That's all about preparation.
What? No, you can't prepare.
Yes, it is.
You can't prepare your teammate's mind, Chris.
Yes, it is. Yes, you can.
No, you can't. They can go in there and they can tell this. They can hype each other up all they want.
Do you not think they have psychologists sitting right there? Sports psychologists sitting right there hand in hand with them?
I didn't do nothing, Chris.
Obviously, because they shit the bed.
Not to these guys that have that. So let's move on from football before I choke you.
No, let's talk about Houston.
Oh God, I don't.
The huge wins they had against a fledgling Cleveland team. Is it fledgling? Is that the right word?
They were sacrificed to the Joe Flacco gods. I mean,
yeah.
Joe Flacco knew what he was doing. He went in there with a purpose.
Right.
He went in there to oh yeah, I'm gonna hype you guys up. We're gonna go, man. All right. I'm Joe Flacco. Look at me. And then he's like, hey Lamar, don't worry, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw 3 picks in this game against Houston, and then I'm gonna send Houston your way. Brian said words are hard, aren't they, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what word you were looking for either. But no, that game was golly, that game surprised the crap out of me. And props to the Texans.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
I expected them to win. I didn't expect them to kick their ass like that.
I didn't expect them to win. Really? I honestly didn't. I honestly didn't. I thought that since they kind of just barely scraped into the playoffs and Cleveland kind of dominated their way towards the end of the year to finish 11-6. I felt like they, Cleveland was going in there. I really did. To be 100% honest, I really thought Cleveland and Joe Flacco were going in there with a purpose to basically just show Houston, all right, this old man still got it. But
he completed a lot of passes just to the wrong team.
Yeah, I was completely wrong on that one. But hey, props to CJ Stroud. I'm very impressed with that so far. And I think CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans versus Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens should be fun.
We'll see. I think it's going to be a shellacking.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be like. I don't think it's going to be a brutal beating. I think it's going to be. I think they're going to get beat. I don't think it's going to be awful, but I think they're going to get beat.
Yeah.
I also think that the way Buffalo's playing right now, I think Buffalo is going. If there's any team that I think right now that is going to give hell to Baltimore, it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
And if there's any team right now in the NFC that's going to give hell to San Francisco, unfortunately, I think it's going to. Well, not unfortunately, because I do like Dan Campbell, so I do think it's Detroit.
Yeah. We could see though NFC North, NFC title game. Maybe. Hopefully.
What?
We could see an all NFC North, NFC Championship game.
That's not going to happen.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think Green Bay will go in there and take care of business?
No. I think.
See, I do.
I think San Francisco's defense is gonna do what we should have done. I think Joey Bosa is gonna do, or not Joey Bosa, but Nick Bosa is gonna do what we should have done, what Micah should have done. I think our defense is gonna give y'all hell. I think that offense is too good. I don't know how the hell you think y'all are going to stop the best running back or one of the best running backs in the NFL, because Tony Pollard still had 70 yards, 80 yards. Dak still had 60 yards rushing.
Yeah.
He had 300 yards passing. And I'm going to put it to you like this. Dak had 300 yards passing, and him and CD weren't on the same page until late third quarter, late fourth quarter. Who are you going to stop? George Kittle? Deebo Samuel? CMC? No. It ain't. It's not going to be fun for y'all.
Probably not, but there's a chance.
There's a better chance that I grow wings and fly out this roof, that y'all have a chance, because I'll be 102,000,000,000% honest with you. I never said a damn thing about this Cowboy game because I knew two things. We have hell with y'all at home, and it's the playoffs, and Dak does not show up in the playoffs. That's why when everybody was asking me, what do you think? What do you think? I said it's going to be a good game. And I even told you the text. I said it to you multiple times. I never said it. I never talked any trash. I said, I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a good game. Because I don't have the confidence in Dak Prescott. And there are people out there. Thank you, Brian. There are people out there that think they're going to extend Dak. And I want to be honest with you right now. If they extend Dak Prescott, my Cowboys allegiance will be very scarce next year. Very scarce.
I can order you a Jordan Love shirt if you'd like.
No. I won't be a team of any. I won't be a fan of any team. I'll be a fan of my fantasy football team. And that's, I mean, I won't pick a team. I won't go with nobody. I'll just say, you know what? I'm going to cheer for my fantasy team. And that's what I'm going to cheer for.
Dak's going to be back. You know Dak's going to be back. McCarthy's going to be back.
No, I don't think McCarthy. I don't know. I really don't know what this offseason. I was telling our buddy Andrew yesterday. I said he kept throwing these things out here. Oh, how can you not? You gotta extend Dak. Who are you gonna pick? And I said, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I don't know. Yeah, Brian, you're right. I mean, that's hey, believe me, I'm excited. I'm excited the UFC's back. There's the fights have been the first fight weekend was very good, and it just gets better on from here the next couple weekends. But I don't I looked at it like this, and I told Andrew this. Right now, it's just going to be a long off season for the Cowboys and Jerry Jones. It's going to be one of those off seasons where this team has I hope. I hope. But I feel like this team needs to have some changes in their offense. I think there needs to be some changes in the defense. I think if you let Al Harris go, you're retarded. Al Harris and Bones Fossil, maybe the two coaches that I would keep.
Yeah.
And maybe some coaches in the underside, maybe your running backs coach. Well, I don't know. Wide receiver. I don't know.
I don't understand. I mean, I understand the frustration with McCarthy, especially with this game and being so unprepared. But if you look back at the last 3 seasons of his work, Dak is playing better. 3 straight 12-plus win seasons.
You answered your own question.
Why would you want to get rid of McCarthy?
You answered your own question.
What? Just one game?
No. 3 straight seasons of 12-plus wins.
That's a big accomplishment.
Nothing to show for it.
There's
nothing.
A lot of teams like that.
Nothing. No, not here. You don't do that here. Nothing to show for it. How are you going to tell me that you have 3 seasons of 12-win teams and you haven't won dick? You haven't won a fucking playoff game to save your life. You couldn't save a fish.
They beat Tom Brady last year.
They beat Tom Brady. Who gives a shit?
They won a game.
Who gives a shit?
They made it to the divisional round.
You won one game in 3 seasons. Fuck that. I'm not saying that I'm worse than a Philly fan, because Philly's already given up on Nick Sirianni. They want him gone. Takes you to the Super Bowl one year, and next year you don't make it past the first round, get him out of town. But that's Philly. But I'm telling you this, I had faith in McCarthy that he could get this team to at least an NFC Championship game, and he has not done that. Are you wrong? No, you're not wrong. He has improved the team. Dak is playing better. The defense is.
What could he possibly do?
I'm not fully blaming McCarthy. I've already said it. I'm still blaming Dak. I'm not fully blaming McCarthy. I'm still blaming Dan Quinn.
I say, hear me out. Part ways with Dak. Start Trey Lance. Give him a season. See what he can do. Build from the draft. Help your offensive line out. You're going to need to. Need help on defense, too. Part ways with Dak.
Oh, that's gone. Son of a bitch. That was a TikTok that I was just watching, and it was how this person would fix the Cowboys, and there was 30 fucking slides.
Or you could use Trey Lance and Dak as trade bait.
Yeah, that's the only way you're going. That's the only way you're going to get rid of him. You can't cut him because it's salary cap hit.
Somebody will take him. Somebody will give him a first round for him.
Oh, I don't disagree with you. I don't know who.
Well, Carolina. I was going to say Carolina, but they don't have a first round.
Carolina has Bryce Young.
Which shit the bed.
Okay. I'll name you a quarterback that shit the bed their first season.
Okay. Troy Aikman.
Exactly.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. Okay. We could
go
go on. Quit staring at something.
Quit staring. I'm watching. I'm sorry. I was watching the game.
Quit staring at the past.
Want me to look to you for the future?
No.
Is that what I'm doing?
You're focusing on the present. The only team I can't even think that. I can't even think that. Well, no, I was about to say the Commanders, but I was like, no, I don't want that. Because then he just, what if
He'd
he
pick
comes
you
in here and
apart.
just, yeah, what if he just comes in here and shits in our mouth every game?
I would say
can't
maybe
really-
Justin Fields in Chicago replace him with Dak, but I think Justin
don't
Fields
think
is a better quarterback than Dak.
I think they're gonna. I think Chicago's gonna stick with Fields. I think they're gonna build around him. Really and truly, I don't know. I'm thinking of teams, and right now,
Cleveland. I mean, I don't know what kind of deal they have with Deshaun.
I don't think Deshaun is going to be that good, but we shall see with that. Man, Cleveland is hell, and it is what it is for them.
I'm trying to think. I'm like you. I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe Seattle.
Maybe Seattle with them. Maybe
because I don't think Geno Smith is the answer.
Well, I don't think that's the answer. Maybe. I'm thinking of maybe holy crap, I'm looking at red, white, and blue. The Patriots.
Yeah.
Mac Jones is not the answer.
No.
Jared Stidham is not the answer.
No. Zappy's not the answer.
Zappy's not the answer. They are going to need a quarterback. Yeah. I don't foresee any of those three that we just mentioned being there next season.
The Jets need somebody after Aaron, because Aaron's going to be there, one more year, maybe two?
Yeah.
So. And you don't know what kind of situation you're going to find in Pittsburgh with Mason Rudolph or the other three quarterbacks they have.
Oakland.
Yeah.
They tried the Jimmy G project and that didn't work. So, or not, well, LA, whatever.
Las Vegas,
excuse me. Arizona. No, they got
Kyler.
They got Kyler. Denver. What's Denver going to do with Denver's offseason going to be interesting too.
Yeah.
Are they going to hang around with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, or are they going to take that experiment and
I think they're going to get rid of Russell Wilson.
I think they get rid of Russell Wilson before they get rid of Sean Payton.
Yeah.
That's just me. We could be wrong. We could be very wrong. But I think I agree with you. I think they get rid of Russell Wilson before they get rid of Sean Payton.
They drop him like a bad habit.
I think
2 years, 3 years.
What scares me, and I say this as quiet as possible, so maybe no GMs are listening to our podcast. But what scares me is that they trade him to Washington, because Washington will pay for somebody like that. And even though Russell Wilson isn't a great quarterback, he still sometimes has the number of the Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, but
what's New York going to do? Are they going to go back to Danny Dimes? Well, Danny, he was just hurt. They didn't bench him. He just got hurt.
Yeah, he got
hurt. Was it ACL?
That or Achilles? Something along those lines.
A lot of Achilles injuries this year.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if he was one of them or not. It was right after Aaron's, I thought.
That's right. It's wild. I mean, we were talking about the AFC. I mean, right now, the playoffs in the what is it? 8 teams left. In those 8 teams, 4-4. In those 8 teams, did anybody expect it? Did anybody expect the Houston Texans to be the playoffs?
No. Well,
the way the season started, did anybody expect the Packers to be in the playoffs? No.
Not even.
But every other team, yeah. Those are the 2 biggest surprises in the playoffs right now, I think.
I expected Green Bay to go 8-9, maybe 7-10. I didn't expect them to go 9-8. And then, I told my sister this. I told her, I said, I don't want to play Dallas in the first round. I wanted to play Philly. I thought Philly was more beatable than Dallas.
Oh, for sure. Tampa
And
proved
then the
that.
way that the Packers came in and took care of business at Lambeau Field in Arlington, it was great to see.
For you visual viewers.
Yeah. For you audio listeners, which eventually I'm gonna get this shit put up on Anchor and put it back out on the audio format.
I'd like to my buddies over at the multiple podcasts that they carry. Well, now they just do the one little show that they do, and then Anthony has all his. But the guys that used to do the Tap Out show, the guys that would jump on occasionally after wrestling, they brought back their My Parents Lied show, and Anthony does one hell of a job with their video editing for Instagram reels and stuff like that. And I'd like to reach out to him and maybe see what kind of stuff he uses to maybe throw some of those out there to maybe share a little bit more, just to get it out there. I'm not going to say I'm going to put anything on TikTok or anything. No offense to anybody that puts anything on TikTok. But
dude, that's so full of ads.
What is
TikTok?
Oh yeah, everybody's
pushing something.
Now everybody's trying to sell something on there. It's kind of wild. Yeah. Now that the weather's been like it is, your phones are listening to you because you start scrolling through there, and like people selling heaters,
yeah,
and like these different things and ads, and I'm like, what the hell? For those that don't know, we've been at a mini blizzard. I'm not going to say mini blizzard.
Well, Texas blizzard.
The Texas blizzard. I mean, it's wild. Like, it's still in the 20s right now, and we're going to be.
What my pooter says.
We're going to be. Shit, we're not going to get out of the. We're going to be out of freezing for the first time since what, Sunday? Maybe tomorrow.
I hope so.
Like, holy crap, man!
I might have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, you didn't go today either?
No. No, I changed.
So we could have been on earlier because I didn't have to go to work either because I work for a school now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, I was off today too.
No, I had to cook supper and that kind of stuff.
Had to cook supper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and it's crazy that it's crazy to me that they called the schools. But in hindsight, I know why.
Yeah.
We know why. We've seen it all. Everybody's seen it. So
I mean, when you got -4 wind chill, that's pretty damn cold.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to make any kids stand at the bus stop at -4.
No. +4, sure. They wear shorts and flip-flops in that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, we've been.
Dude, I gotta tell you this. So this morning I got up and ate breakfast, drank coffee, all that kind of stuff like I always do, and I went out for my morning jog, little jaunt. Anyway, I'm walking around the neighborhood and I come across a house whose sprinklers apparently decided to turn on overnight. And so I was stepping over as gracefully and gingerly as I could. The places where I saw were icy. Like you could see ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was really, yeah. This one spot, it looked clear. It was not. It was black ice and my feet hit it. My ass this close from the ground. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, you didn't fall.
I almost did. Man, could you imagine? My ass would be sore for days if I fell. I'd have bone bruises.
Yeah, because you won't eat.
I eat.
You eat. You eat like a baby bird.
I'm down to 169.7.
Yeah, you may need to eat something.
I ate today. I ate some chicken.
The fuck out.
And rice and green beans.
What'd you eat? Like a tablespoon of each?
No, I had 2 little chicken thighs about that big. Half cup of rice. 4 pieces of green beans.
4 green beans.
Chris on ice. Yeah, that's right.
4 green beans.
No, it was a few more than that. I should
You
have
do
got me one
realize
of
that
them
some, you
enchiladas.
do realize at some point it becomes unhealthy.
I'm not trying to anymore. This is just how I live now.
So go eat a fucking cheeseburger.
No, I'm not going to eat that. I don't eat cheeseburgers anymore.
You're
Doing the splits. Yeah. Well,
go eat a steak.
I don't eat beef.
You know that could be bad for you.
What? Chicken?
What do you eat? Chicken all the time? No.
Chicken and turkey.
You've lost your fucking mind. I'm telling
I
you.
eat pork too.
I'm gonna say this every single time.
I'll eat
You
pig.
did eat beef. You ate brisket, you bitch.
Oh yeah. But not always. Like it's a once a month thing. I'll eat beef.
Once a month thing. I'll eat beef.
Yeah.
Did it make you feel any different? And if you say yes, I'm gonna fucking stab you the next time I see you.
Yes.
You're fucking stupid.
I felt gross and bloated.
Oh my god, get out of here.
For real, I do. I feel when I eat beef, it makes me feel not good. I don't know why. That's just what it is.
Where's your There's only 2 people in here. Where's your I support Joe Biden shirt?
It's hanging up.
Yeah, you got your I love AOC. Are you gonna back that one next?
Gorge on Twinkies. Only the Texas ones. That's what Brian said.
I'm wondering what kind of Twinkies he was talking about too.
Yeah.
Twinkies are great. Twinkies are probably a
Which ones?
both.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm rating a cakey snack, I mean, for me, you know, I will always go to the zebra cake.
Zebra cakes are good. I always like zingers. Twinkies with icing, basically.
Zingers. Are those the chocolate ones?
No.
Zingers.
They're Twinkies, but they got a thick like buttercream icing on them.
I gotta look up which ones are zingers.
Zingers. But I do eat sweet.
Oh, they could be okay. So they have different ones. They have chocolate zingers.
Oh, do they?
And then they have
snowballs.
They have raspberry zingers.
You like snowballs?
I was not a fan of. I like coconut, but not that much.
See, I don't like coconut, but I started to like coconut, and I just had started to like snowballs.
I don't mind. You know, like Brian said, Twinkies. I can get down with some Twinkies. But you can never go wrong. So Texas Twinkies and Modelo don't make you feel gross, but meat does.
Cow does. Beef does. And I know there's brisket in Twinkies. And for what?
Go ahead. Finish the statement so I can just fucking shit my pants.
For the game Sunday, before I knew it was going to get this cold, I was planning on making buffalo blue cheese Twinkies. You have a OnlyFans like too?
Ow! I was trying to mute my microphone and sneeze at the same time. I don't think
we got a little bit of it.
It kind of hurt. Oh shit!
Surprised your eyeball didn't fall out. I'm over here with a freaking snot nose. But yeah, I was planning on making buffalo blue cheese Texas Twinkies.
Yeah, we talked
Buffalo
about
chicken.
those. You showed me those. Those are good. I have never slapped my forehead so many times listening to it live as I have tonight. Just no, but what I was saying, we were talking about cakey nice snacks. I love a zebra cake. Can't go wrong with a Twinkie. But there's nothing better than a nice ho ho.
Or
no,
ding dong.
the ding dong.
Yeah.
The chocolate cupcake with the little white swirl on the top. Man.
I thought those were just chocolate cupcakes. Mrs. Bears had.
The ding dong doesn't have the chocolate or the
No,
white
it's
swirl on
a
top.
ding dong is a chocolate covered cake with cream filling.
Those
come in that silver wrapper.
I could go to town on some of those ding dongs.
Yeah, I bet you could. Gargle that filling, huh?
The chocolatey ones, man.
Yeah. For some reason, they're slightly bigger than the vanilla ones. I'm turning back. I'm changing my channel.
No, I know you're.
I put on the condensed game.
The what?
The condensed.
Oh, I thought a ding dong.
Yeah,
I can say that. Yeah, I agree with you there.
So I started The Last of Us.
How's that? How do you like it?
It's
not zombies.
It's not zombies. I thought it was all zombies.
No.
The first episode fucked me up.
I told you it wasn't zombies.
The first episode fucked me up. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the first episode's a little rough.
Yeah. I was sitting there like, really? This is how we're starting this out like this? Okay.
Yeah. Jessica played the game almost to a T. That's how I started the game.
Buddy of mine at work said that same thing.
Yeah. And like she showed me some of the cinematics from the game as she was playing it, and like I was like, holy crap. And then when we went back and watched the show, so I will tell you, there is a YouTube. I know you probably won't, but there's a YouTube channel called New Rockstars, and they break down each episode to kind of give you a little insight, ins and outs of the series, to give you things maybe you may have missed, maybe you didn't know because you didn't play the game. I didn't obviously play the game, but my wife did, so she kind of knew some of the stuff that was going to happen and go on. But yeah, we're excited for season 2. It's going to be fun. How many episodes did you get? Just one?
No, I'm past the gay couple.
Odd episode, but
yeah,
like it has its meaning.
Yeah.
Like there's a
understanding
reason
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm past that one. Where am I? Oh, they are hiding from the militia in what town? Kansas City, I guess is where it is that they wound up after the gay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
It gets better. I mean, and to me, it's really good. Like I said, it's not zombies. And really and truly, there's not a lot of the walking parasite people,
Yeah.
I mean, because it's not zombies. Like they're not people that are dead that are raising from the grave. Like
they are.
Oh no, they're not people dead raising from the grave. They're people that are sick and infected.
Oh yeah.
It's just like the old lady in the first episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
She never got bit by anything. She just she got that parasite in her, and that parasite took over her body. So it's not really zombies, because I mean, to me, when I think zombies, I think Walking Dead. I think not literally the TV show, but in a way,
right.
I think Walking Dead. I think people, like like skeletons
World
wanting
War
to
Z,
gnaw on
that
flesh
shit.
and
Yeah.
huh?
Like
Yeah.
World War Z and all that.
Like this is not like these creatures they're not eating people. They're transferring the parasites to other people and transforming them into those people. They're
Right.
not eating them. They're not eating flesh, so they're not zombies. I mean, in a way, they're anti-zombies because they're not trying to kill people or they're not trying to eat people. They're just trying to
Spread their seed.
spread their seed, literally.
Yeah. That scene with Tess,
Oh,
that was like,
or the thing came out his mouth,
yeah.
like the little parasites.
Yeah. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, little there.
Yeah. That was a little much.
Yeah, it's a pretty good series. Pedro Pascal is really good in it. The girl that they got to play Ellie is even better. British, by the way.
Is she?
Yeah,
Didn't
she
know
was
that.
in. I didn't know this. She was in Game of Thrones.
That's where I know her from then.
Yeah, she was in Game of Thrones. Belle Ramsey. She was in Game of Thrones. Yeah, British. Didn't know that. Because you listen to her talking, you're not going to know that she's British. But what's crazy is Pedro Pascal at one point was in when The Last of Us came out. Uh, Mandalorian was out, so he was in two of the biggest shows that were on TV.
Oh, is he Mando?
Yeah, he's a Mandalorian.
That's right.
Oh, I mean, he voices him now. The physical actor may not be him, but yeah, he voices him. So, yeah. Now, if that continues, I don't know, but we'll see.
I tried to finish season 2.
I love that series. I'm sorry, that's probably one of the best Star Wars series out there. I'm hoping that they find a way to continue it, or they find a way to continue the Boba Fett series. Who knows? There's some. I'll pull my nerd card for a minute. There's some rumors that because Marvel did the What If series on Disney Plus. There's some rumors that they may try to do a What If series, they made a What If series in Marvel, like what if this happened instead of this and that. So they may try to do that with Star Wars. So it could be interesting to see.
Have you watched that newest one with the hot chick with the weird hair?
What?
What's it called? The hot chick, is she like pinkish or red or something?
Ahsoka?
Yeah, that one.
We've started it. We haven't finished it. Honestly, I would watch it because I want to know what goes on. I have to catch Jess in a mood to where she wants to watch something sci-fi. Right now, currently, my wife is sitting in the living room watching Blazing Saddles. My wife has never seen Blazing Saddles.
What?
Until right now.
She watching the edited version or the real?
No. She's watching the version that's on Netflix, which is the original.
I thought it was a little edited, wasn't it? Is it not?
Nope.
Okay.
There's no edit to that.
We'll go ahead and throw that up on the screen. No clue who they are.
Fighters.
Yes, it is one of the greatest films ever.
Yeah. Very, very, very fun to watch. I will say it was very fun to watch her reactions for about the first 30 minutes because very surprised.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I said, she'd never seen it. Never watched a lick of it. She said, Blazing, because I said, all right, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to turn TV on and wait on Chris to send me the link. She goes, Blazing Saddles. She goes, I've never watched that. I'm going to watch that. And I was like, damn. I was like, I want to watch it now. But yeah, I was like, I looked at her. I was like, wait, you've never watched Blazing Saddles? Oh gosh.
What was a French mistake?
That's the song in Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
I think that's the one that guy sings.
do I need to pull it up on Urban Dictionary?
No. Man, I was gonna ask you something.
Whataburger made it into the Urban Dictionary.
Whataburger made it into the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah. I saw it on TikTok. I don't remember what it was, but I'll have to Google it and I'll send it to you. I can't say it on
Oh.
here.
No, I don't think we should. I don't think we should deface the great name of Whataburger, by the way.
They're owned by
I
a bunch
literally
of
was about
Chicagoans.
to. What?
They're owned by a bunch of Chicagoans.
It was okay. It got bought by a bunch of Chicagoans. They
Which
weren't-
own it.
Okay, but they haven't changed anything.
They got rid of the Monterey Melt,
They get
A1
rid of
Thick
shit
and
every
Hardy.
year.
but they haven't brought it back.
The A1 Thick and Hardy has been gone before Chicago bought it.
No, it was like
Yes,
a seasonal
yes, it
thing.
was.
It was a
No.
seasonal thing. It was a
It was
seasonal.
a seasonal thing. Yes, and some of those seasonal things they don't bring back. I
But they
firmly
always brought
know
that
my
one back.
Whataburger, bro. You're talking to
Monterey
somebody.
Monterey Melt was a staple, and now
So
I
is
can't
A1
even
Thick
get.
and Hardy.
I can't even get a chicken Monterey Melt.
So is the A1 Thick and Hardy, and they didn't bring that back.
They need to bring it back.
They haven't back chorizo either.
I know they need to. I would go back to Whataburger for breakfast if they brought back chorizo, because their
Right.
chorizo was crack.
Like they haven't brought back 99-cent taquitos. They got rid of that way before they got sold.
Yeah. Well, I mean that was a losing proposition there
No, it wasn't.
for them. Money, yeah.
Bro, you know how many people would go in there and spend $100 on taquitos for work on those days?
Yeah.
I was one of them.
None of them had cheese.
So you go
You
buy
kind of need cheese because they need a little flavor. They don't season the eggs, you know.
coming from somebody who doesn't like beef, you're gonna bitch about them not seasoning the eggs when your bitch ass can walk over to the little counter where the ketchups are and the salts and pick up a salt and pepper and just go and shake it on your little taco. Oh, but don't put any meat on it because your little bitch ass may go into fucking therapeutic shock over there because you ate some meat.
I can eat meat, just not cow.
You want something with feathers on it. Why don't you go eat a fucking ostrich?
I would try. I bet it's kind of gamey. I wouldn't mind eating like an ostrich egg. I heard those are pretty cool.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I wonder how,
Like Fred Flintstone over here.
I wonder if you could get an ostrich egg and like scramble it.
Yeah, I can as long as it's not fertilized. God, crack a fertilized ostrich egg. That would suck. Little freaking bird
What's
flopping
that?
out of there.
What's that like delicacy that those people eat that's like,
Fertilized duck eggs.
yeah.
Yeah. That fat guy from Food Network, Andrew something or other.
Oh, he's not fat anymore.
He's not fat anymore.
Well, I mean, he's still kind of chunky, but like, I don't think he was ever like super fat.
That weird eats or whatever.
Yeah, he was always kind of a bigger guy, but
Yeah. He ate one. He said, I hope this wasn't too old of a fertilized egg. And he bit into it and it was a freaking feathered duck.
there's a helicopter flying real low over my house.
What'd you do?
Yeah, they probably get me from all the letters I sent to the White House.
Oh, well, as long as they didn't have white powdery substance in them, I think you'll be okay.
No, I ran out of that months ago.
Oh, shit. Well, we're almost to that time.
Yeah, I know. We've talked about pretty much everything. So that's one thing oh my God, I need to clean this lid.
There's one thing I wanted to ask you. and
No,
it's kinda
I will
racing.
not. I will not shave your back.
Why? Could you at least nair it for me or wax it?
What are you talking about? Racing?
Yeah. Jimmy Johnson announced his schedule so far. So he's racing Daytona 500, Texas, Dover, Kansas, Charlotte, Indy, and Kansas twice, and then I think Phoenix, the last race of the year. Should people like him retire when they say they're going to retire and not come back? Do you feel like it tarnishes their legacy?
I don't think it tarnishes the legacy. I think if they wanted, to me personally, I don't think they should announce any kind of schedule. You know what I mean? Like I think if they get a wild hair and they want to race, they should have to qualify, just like everybody else. And if they qualify, then you can talk about it. But if you don't qualify, you don't talk about it. You say Jimmy Johnson attempted to qualify, didn't make the race. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, of
Or you
course,
don't talk about
he's
it at
going to have
all.
to because he doesn't have a charter.
Right.
So he has to qualify for every race. But
Right. So, I don't think it tarnishes it because
like he ran Austin last year. He didn't even make it past the pace lap before his engine let go.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it tarnishes their legacy. I don't think it tarnishes. It's just like I mean, I hate to use a cliche here, but it's just like in wrestling. Like, how many times has Ric Flair retired? Well, no, I
Right.
take that back. Ric Flair's legacy is kind of fucked, but
Yeah. He's hurting
but
so bad for money that he needs a paycheck.
he's got his hand kind of in everything now. So I don't know if he's hurting for money.
I thought he squandered it all.
Well, no, I mean, he's Ric Flair. I mean, people are going to pay him to say woo.
No, that's true. But
Um,
like, okay, so like Junior, he does these 1 off, 2 off every season Xfinity races, mainly
mhm,
because he owns the car, he owns the team, and he runs pretty damn good. We saw him almost win Bristol.
right.
Now that I understand with, and I can agree with, but getting back into the Cup Series, see, Junior will never go back to the Cup Series, but going for Jimmy to go back into the Cup Series to run all, a few. He's running a lot more races this year than I thought, and he's supposed to be inducted in the Hall of Fame on Thursday or Friday.
This week?
Yeah,
Hmm.
with Chad Canals. He and Chad are going in together. So it's kind of like, how does he still qualify for eligibility for the Hall of Fame if he hasn't really quit?
I mean,
It's like Dick Trickle racing until he's 85.
didn't
Or Morgan Shepherd.
didn't Gordon run a couple after he retired?
Yeah, he did. Fill in for Junior. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
And he even came out and said that only reason why he did it is he felt obligated to Rick, and because they couldn't find a driver fast enough,
right.
so he felt obligated.
This is an example of somebody who, I'm going to say this, and I don't know if this is true, but and we may not ever know this is true. To me, this is an example of somebody being pushed out before they wanted to be pushed out.
Jimmy, yeah, I think
This
so.
is an example of some workings behind the scene where his race team, his ownership group said, "We love you, but we want this guy to come up.
Yeah,
And we want this guy to drive your car."
yeah.
And
I think it's once Lowe's left, and then Ally was on his car for 1-2 years after Lowe's.
I think it was 2, yeah.
And they're like, okay, we're not getting anywhere with him. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
Let's put California boy Alex Bowman in and his dogs.
And
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is also a good prime example for people to, well, not people, but for us to say, okay, look at Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin set himself up for retirement.
Yeah.
By wanting to do the broadcast thing, getting in the booth in the Xfinity series, doing some of the racer only calls with Fox. Yeah. He set himself up.
Yeah, he got a lot of practice in before he decided to hang up his helmet.
And then when he realized, I'm not bad at this. And I thought you were in here. And then when he realized, hey, I'm good at this. And then when Fox realized, hey, he's good at this, they were like, hey, Kevin, when you decide to retire,
yeah,
there's a headset and a nice lapel microphone for you waiting on you, and we'll give you a nice paycheck. For Kevin, it's like, I've got 2 young kids. Both of my kids love racing. Both of my kids, are young enough, and he's still young and spry enough to do some of the things that he likes to do on the sides. Maybe it's a point. Does Jimmy have kids?
Yeah.
How old are his kids?
They're about the same age as
Keelan. What's the age difference between Jimmy and?
I think they're pretty close.
Jimmy Johnson. He spells his with it. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I think they're pretty close in age, and I think Keelan and his oldest son, Jimmy's oldest son, is about the same age. But
God, he's such a tiny man.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not tiny. He's 5'11", but
he's a biker.
Let's see.
Not like motorcycle club. I feel like Jimmy. I think Jimmy had a lot left in the tank. I don't think that Hendrick Motorsports at that time was doing all that great. They were trying to develop Alex Bowman after Dale Jr. left. They were trying to develop Chase Elliott after Jeff Gordon left. And they were too young, I think, still.
So they're the same age, and they both have 2 kiddos. It doesn't say how old Jimmy's kids are. But I mean, we know Keelan and Piper,
Yeah.
Keelan's what, 10?
I thought he's a little older than that. 12, 13, I thought. I mean, he's racing. He's starting to race mini stocks.
Yeah. And then Piper, she's probably, 6, 7, something like that?
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So they're both the same age. I mean, it could be maybe Jimmy just doesn't have any extracurricular activities, and maybe
he's co-owner of Legacy Motor Club, so.
No, I mean it took a while for Jeff to figure out what he wanted to do with retirement, and then Rick Hendrick said, "Hey, you want a high-paying job working for me? Sure. Fox, here's the headset."
I mean, he couldn't leave fast enough.
No, he couldn't get out of that booth fast enough. He was kicking rocks in Clint Boyer's face.
Yeah. That pairing was so bad. Right. That pairing was so bad. I got so sick and tired of that. I really hope this year that with Kevin in the booth, it'll be a little bit more mature. Clint, here's what I think Clint ought to do. Clint ought to do the Michael Waltrip shit. The grid walk. They should move Clint into the Michael Waltrip role, get driver interviews, do the grid walk, be the comic relief, and let Kevin and Mike Joy take over the calls.
I think, no. When's the last time we had a 2-man booth for NASCAR?
Last season.
No.
Fox has been 2-man booth since.
No, but they rotated people.
Oh, they were having people come in.
It was never just Mike Joy and Clint Boyer.
You're right.
I don't think a 2-man
Then move Larry Mack back in the booth, and Boyer still do the Michael Waltrip shit.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Put Larry Mack back in there. Let Clint Boyer do the Michael Waltrip stuff. Put Michael Waltrip on the desk with Chris Myers.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they
Because
all
I
bring
don't
back
mind
the
that.
Hollywood Hotel or the Speed Stage.
Yeah.
They should bring back some kind of pre-race like that on property.
Fox definitely needs a better pre-race.
Yeah.
I'm
No
not.
disrespect
Well, no,
to
I take
Shannon
that back.
Spake.
I take that back. NBC needs a better pre-race.
Yeah, I'm not
I think
opposed to it being on Peacock.
That's what kills me is that it's on Peacock.
I kind of wish it. I mean, they should be on both. They should, if it's going to be on
Yes.
Peacock, it should be on NBC too.
Yeah,
Or
and that's to me
whatever.
where it should. I think because I'm not going to insult their pre-race because their pre-race is pretty good. I do like Brad Doherty and Petty and
Dale Jarrett.
when they get Dale Jarrett up there.
Yeah.
And then the guy that hosts, I can't remember his damn name.
They got rid of Rutledge, thank God.
Yeah, he went to see. He didn't really fit the thing anyway. What is the guy that hosts the damn show?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I can see his face.
Yeah, I can too.
He kind of looks like Collinsworth's kid, doesn't he?
No. Pre-race, NASCAR.
But no disrespect to Shannon Spake and everybody on that Fox pre-race show. Jamie McMurray needs to be in the booth too.
Jamie's good in the booth. I will give him that.
I think you could put Kevin, Jamie, and Mike Joy in the booth, and that would be good. And then when Mike Joy decides to retire, I think Alan Bestwick should be the first call Fox makes.
Yeah. And I don't think Mike Joy has too many more years left on it.
I think he'll finish out this deal. I don't think he'll be back for the whole revamp of the NASCAR media deal in 25. I think this will be his last year.
Yeah, I kind of he's getting up there in age. Hell, he's probably in his 70s.
Yeah.
I can't find out who that guy is, but
I'm getting kind of excited though. It's only a month away.
Less than a month.
Yeah. Cars will be on track here pretty soon with IMSA doing the Rolex 24. That's coming up.
Clash is coming up,
which I don't think I'm going to watch.
I will watch.
You can watch and let me know how it sucks with Machine Gun Kelly doing the halftime break.
I won't be watching that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody will.
I will watch the race and then I will watch the end of the race. and then I will say, oh, look, halftime. Change the channel.
Right.
Yeah, legendary. No deal. Okay. Whew. Caught me off guard.
What?
I thought I saw it's this post from Tom Perlicio. Legendary coach Bill Belichick and the Falcons owner Arthur Blank met in person recently to discuss Atlanta's head coaching job. Per sources, no deal is imminent. There is a mutual interest and conversations are ongoing.
Yeah, they said they had a 3-hour meeting.
Yeah. Well, this came out just at 8:48, so 1 minute ago. And then I was like, oh, God, he's going to Atlanta. And then, no, he's not going to Atlanta.
I don't think he'll go to Atlanta. I think he'll go Seattle because he wants to be close to water. I think he'll go Seattle. Maybe San Diego. And then outside chance he'll come to Dallas.
Yeah.
But
I think
I think we ought to wrap it up here. Don't you think?
Quick hit.
Okay.
I think we're going to get a Trump Ramaswamy.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
100%. I like Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy's given I guess this was about 2 hours ago in New Hampshire. He was giving a speech with, he's opening for Trump, basically.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I'm going to have to go back and watch this about 3.5 minutes here in a minute. Yeah. Good show. It is. Oh, damn. It's almost 9:00. Yeah. Back to work we go. A nice 4 days. By the way, where's your green and yellow Stanley Cup, Chris?
It is on order. I did order my Jordan Love shirt, though.
He didn't get his pink one like he wanted from Target.
No, I did not. I was a day late and $1 short.
Golly. People are nuts. Yeah. Good show.
I did order me a Stanley mug, though. I saw your Yeti and I wanted it, but I'm not going to pay that much money for it. So I bought me a Stanley.
I actually got that one for free.
Okay. But still, I saw how much they were. I'm not going to pay that much money for it. But yeah. I bought me a Stanley one. It's coming soon. I bought me some diabetes socks. So my feet maybe will stop going numb.
Bro, my toes are cold right now, but it's cold back here in this room anyway. It's 19 outside, so it's a little cold back here.
Freeze my ass off Sunday.
Hey, it's better than being outside and watching it.
Yeah, no shit.
It's probably 60 back here, and it was 20 outside. So, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we would love to continue this conversation, but we are two old men that have to go to work tomorrow. So for me, I am signing off. And Chris, as always, say your stupid line. No, I'm kidding.
As always, we enjoy having each and every one of our watchers and listeners and followers join us here. And until next time, we'll see you down the road. You know, I wasn't going to say that. I totally forgot.